السلام عليكم. Let's start. So جامعة أفريقيا للعلوم الإنسانية والتطبيقية طرابلس. So Africa University for Humanities and Applied Linguistics. Subject code EN 204. Grammar 4. عبداللطيف العالم. English Department. Summer 2020. All copies are reserved. جميع الحقوق محفوظة. CV مؤهلات. So MA عبداللطيف العالم, Masters in English Language in Applied Linguistics from Libyan Academy for High Studies 2012. Telephone number 092 517 4855. Email abdullatifalalam@gmail.com. Right. So جامعة أفريقيا للعلوم الإنسانية والتطبيقية طرابلس. قسم اللغة الإنجليزية. نبذة عن المقرر الدراسي Grammar 4 قواعد 4. الوعاء الزمني للمقرر 24 ساعة في الفصل، أي بمعدل 2 أسبوعيا. الأسبقية لهذا المقرر قواعد 3. مدرس المادة الأستاذ عبداللطيف العالم. أهداف المقرر: أولا التركيز على كيفية تركيب الألفاظ الأساسية. ثانيا تسهيل عملية تركيب الكلمات والألفاظ وكيفية استعمالها وعدم نسيانها. ثالثا إضافة استخدام المهارات التعليمية الأربعة مثل الاستماع والمحادثة والقراءة. رابعا يميز الطالب هنا أنواع الكلمات على أساس أسماء أو أفعال أو صفات أو حال. من مخرجات التعلم المستهدفة المهارات الذهنية والعملية. أولا تعلم عملية بناء الألفاظ الجديدة. ثانيا يفهم الطالب عملية تكوين الألفاظ الجديدة. ثالثا يستوعب الطالب كيفية تسهيل مهارات اكتساب الألفاظ الجديدة وكيفية استعمالها. رابعا يعرف الطالب طريقة بناء الألفاظ الجديدة لاستعمالها خلال مهارات اللغة. Course materials. Number 1, following these videos. Number 2, the text box that we are using here. Some of the text box. We have here academic support from what's so-called Quista College, right? We have Common Word Roots Guide to Vocabulary, which is academic support. And we have another book here, All About Words, an Adult Approach to Vocabulary Building by Maxwell Nuremberg and Maurice Rosenblum. A mentor book, New American Library. The copy is 1966 by Maxwell Nuremberg and Maurice Rosenblum. Another book here, Word Power Made Easy, the complete handbook for building a superior vocabulary, the most effective vocabulary builder in the English language, by Norman Lewis, from First Anchor Book Edition, March 2011, from a division of Random House LLC, New York. Other books, Collins, 170 Years of Dictionary Publishing, Easy Learning English Vocabulary. It's a digital edition. HarperCollins Publishers. This is the publisher. Worcester Hill Road, Bishop Bridge, Glasgow, G64 2QT. It's a first edition in 2011. We have also Little Oxford Thesaurus in A to Z form. New Reverse Dictionary section. The world's most trusted dictionaries. Right. The course requirements here, we have midterm for 40 marks and the final exam for about 60 marks. Right. The course contents. In first lecture, we are going to have Introduction to Functional English Strategies for Learning English Vocabulary. For the second lecture, we are going to have Word Roots, Common Prefixes and Suffixes. For the third lecture, we are going to have Functional Approach to Learning Vocabulary, Use of Lexicon, Thesaurus, the first, or part 1. Fourth lecture, we are going to have Functional Approach to Learning Vocabulary, Use of Lexicon, Thesaurus, part 2. For the fifth lecture, we are going to have Word Categories, Emotions, and Personality Types. For the sixth lecture, we are having Collective Nouns, Animals, and Human Categories. For the seventh lecture, we are going to have Mythological, Classical Word Origins, Anecdotes. Eighth lecture, we are going to talk about confusable homonyms, homophones, and metonyms. Ninth lecture, we are going to have denotation and connotation, synonymy and antonym, hyponymy, and polysemy, part 1. 10th lecture, we are going to have jargon and specialized vocabulary, business, scientific, sports, entertainment. For the 11th lecture, we are going to have verbal exercises, synonymy and antonym. 12th lecture, we are going to talk about verbal exercises, but odd words and analogies. We have a note ملاحظة هي هذه المحاضرات ما هي إلا تعليم عن بعد. للاستفسار والتواصل الدخول إلى المنصة الإلكترونية وإرسال رسالة بالبريد الإلكتروني. المحاضرة الأولى first lecture strategies to learning English vocabulary. Learning new words should be arranged in alphabetical order. This arrangement by subject areas helps you to learn related words and phrases together. In this way, you can always be sure of using the right word in the right context. Within each topic, vocabulary is divided into nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, phrases, and idioms. Each word is defined in relation to the topic in question. For example, in air travel, that's what we are going to start with, the meaning that is given for the word connection is a plane that leaves after another one arrives and allows you to continue your journey by changing from one to the other. We can make a guided entry for each different area of new vocabulary as follows. Here, for example, for this phrase, air travel, the guide to entries like this, air travel. The topic are organized in alphabetical order. For example, here, nouns under this, each topic is divided into word classes. These include nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, phrases, and idioms. Right? Nouns like aeroplane. And here we are going to have the pronunciation in what we call it phonetic transcription, aeroplane. And here we have the definition. A plane, a vehicle with wings and engines that can fly. In American English, use airplane, a plane, or a helicopter. Right. And here, where a noun has an irregular plural form, this is shown below. The main form. Here we have nouns, aircraft, aircraft, airline, and the pronunciation here, aircraft, airline, airplane, American English, airport, here, airport pronunciation, here, air traffic and pronunciation, air traffic controller, air traffic controller. And here we have the pronunciation for this word, aisle, here, aisle. The S is not pronounced. And here the definition for each particle. Here, a company that carries people or goods in planes, which is airline. This one, airline. The definition, a company that carries people or goods in planes. Right? Airplane. Right? C, aeroplane, another spelling. Right? Which is or the definition here for airport, a place where planes come and go, with buildings and surfaces for passengers. This definition is for this airport. Air traffic controller, pronunciation and definition here, someone whose job is to organize where planes go. Aisle, the definition, the long narrow passage between the rows of seats on a plane. Here another noun, arrivals. The part of an airport where passengers get off planes. Right? Wait in arrivals as an example. Right. Here we have under nouns here. All these are nouns. Right? All these words or particles here under this heading noun. Right? And here we have common American words are shown like this. When it is common American, they write it in American English. Right? What else? The meaning of each word is given as it relates to the topic. Here the definition. Right? Sorry. Right. And here short phrases show you how the word is used in context here. Right? Short phrases or explanation or as it occurs. The main form of the word is in bold. Usually the main form of the word we have it in bold like this. And here for example, bag, pronunciation bag, a container made of plastic or leather, use it for carrying things. And here baggage, here the pronunciation baggage, same as luggage, the same. So baggage and luggage and so on. Right? The place where you collect your baggage after your flight, go to baggage, right, reclaim. Oh, so we have baggage and here baggage reclaim. It's a place. Boarding card, here the pronunciation boarding card. Right? So these symbols show you how to say the word. See page so and so for an explanation of these. Right. This is a guide to the entries and how the explanation for words and phrases. Let's carry on about strategies to learning new vocab. Here, for example, air travel, how to learn it. We have a heading here, nouns, and then the words which are nouns and adopted from this phrase or from this word. Air travel. We start with nouns. First one, aeroplane. Aeroplane. A plane, a vehicle with wings and engines that can fly. In American English, use airplane. And here we have some examples in the following pages for the strategies for learning new vocab. We write the word, and then we write under the word the nouns, the verbs, the adjectives, the adverbs, and so on. We carry on. We had this in the previous page. Aisle, pronunciation, aisle, the long narrow passage between the rows of seats on a plane. Arrivals, here is the pronunciation, arrivals. We write and the definition here, the part of an airport where passengers get off of planes. And we have it in spoken English, waiting arrivals. Nouns, we carry on with nouns like bag, a container made of plastic or leather, used for carrying things. Baggage, here is the pronunciation, baggage, same as luggage. Baggage reclaim, the place where you collect your baggage after your flight. Example in a sentence, go to baggage reclaim. Boarding card, a card that you must show when you get on a plane. Bureau de change, another noun here, bureau de change, pronunciation, bureau de change. What is it? Definition, a place where you can change your money to foreign money. Right? And here, another use or another noun, bureau de change. Right? It's the same definition, but different spelling. We write it like this, and we write it with X. But X is not pronounced here. It's silent. Right? So, we say bureau de change with X or without X in writing. Right. Business class. Another subtitle or another noun under the heading air travel. Business class. Seats that are cheaper than first class but more expensive than economy class in business class, right? What else? Another subtitle, another noun. How to pronounce this? It's here. Cabin. Right? American, they pronounce it cabin. The part of a plane where people sit. And this one, cabin crew. Cabin crew. Definition, the people whose job is to look after passengers on a plane. Example, the cabin crew were very nice. Another noun, pronunciation, captain. What is it? The person who is in charge of a plane. Car hire. Car hire. The R here and the R here is not pronounced. Car hire. The definition or explanation, paying money to borrow a car. For example, when you are going on holiday. In American English, use car rental. Right? Also, it says here, see car hire. So in America, they say, car rental. But in England, they say car hire. Now, car rental, it's American English. It's written again here. American English. It's for borrowing a car. You pay money to borrow a car. Right. Another noun here. Check-in. Here is the pronunciation. Check-in. The definition or explanation. The desk that you go to in an airport to say that you have arrived. Go to check-in at once. That's the use here. Go to check-in at once. Connection. Here is the pronunciation. Connection. K. Here is the schwa. It's weak. Connection, and not connection. No, connection. Connection. The explanation here: a plane that leaves after another one arrives and allows you to continue your journey by changing from one to the other. Right. Here another noun, customs. Here is the pronunciation. Customs. The explanation: the place at an airport where you have to show certain goods that you have bought in another country, and if necessary, pay tax on them. Right. What else? Customs duty. Here is the pronunciation. Customs duty. The explanation for this phrase: it's the tax or the money, tax that you pay when bringing certain goods into a country from another country. Right. Departures. Here is the pronunciation. Departures. And R is not pronounced here. So, departures. The explanation: the part of an airport where you wait before you get on a plane. The use, example: he was standing in departures. Here it means the place at the airport where you wait for your plane. Right. Another noun, duration. Here is the pronunciation. Duration. The explanation: the length of time that something lasts. Another noun, economy class. Pronunciation here again, economy class. The explanation: the cheapest seats on a plane in economy class. Right. Right. Other nouns. Here a phrase as a noun starting with letter E now. Emergency exit. Here is the pronunciation. Emergency exit. Right? Emergency exit. A place where you leave a plane if there is an emergency, such as a crash or fire. Right. A place like a window or like a door in a plane. We call it emergency exit. Right. Here, don't forget, we are talking about air travel. Right. So here the emergency exit is on a plane. Right. Entrance. This is the pronunciation. Entrance. Here R is pronounced here because we have a vowel here. So entrance. The door or a gate where you go into a place. We call it entrance. Right. The opposite for entrance alone, exit. Right. Here another noun, escalator. Here is the pronunciation. Escalator. R is not to pronounce it as well here. Escalator. The explanation: a set of moving stairs like those or that which we have in a big mall. Right? E-ticket. E-ticket. E-ticket, the explanation for this, short for electronic ticket. So it's abbreviated here. Instead of writing electronic ticket, they say e-ticket. Right? The meaning: a ticket that is stored on a computer rather than on a paper. Right. Now, this is the opposite for entrance. The opposite, exit or exit. Sorry. Exit. The explanation, here we have the explanation: the door that you use to leave a public building. Right? A public building or even the plane. You see the sign, exit. Fare. R is not pronounced as in here. Fare. The explanation: the money that you pay for a journey in a plane. Right. Another noun as a phrase here. First class. First class. Also R is not pronounced here. Right? First class. The explanation: the best and most expensive seats on a plane. The use in first class. Right. Another noun here. Sorry. Another noun. Flight. A trip in an aircraft. So a trip in an aircraft or on a plane, we call it a flight. Right. Again, flight. Oh, sorry, together here as a phrase. Flight attendant. Flight attendant. What is it? Explanation: a person whose job it is to look after passengers on a plane and to give them food and drink and other services. He works on a plane, right? As if we can say looks after the passengers. Right, we call that person flight attendant. Flight number. R is not pronounced again. Flight number. The explanation: the unique number that is given to each flight. Another noun. Gate. A place where you leave an airport and get on a plane. Yeah, we call that a gate. We're talking about air travel. Hand luggage. Here, hand luggage. The explanation: the bags that you take with you in the cabin, rather than the bags that are put in the hold. The use, example, lots of hand luggage. So hand luggage, it's the bags that you take with you in the cabin on a plane, right? Now another noun starting with H also here. Helicopter. Helicopter, right? Helicopter. The explanation for helicopter: an aircraft with long blades on top that go around very fast. Right. Another noun. Hold. The explanation: the place in a plane where goods or luggage are stored. Where they put goods and luggage on a plane, we call that a place, we call it hold. Yeah, other nouns now starting with letter I. Information desk. Here's the pronunciation: information desk. Explanation for this: a place where you can ask for information about your flight. Right. Another noun, or it's a phrase also here. Jet lag. Jet lag. Right. Jet lag. The explanation for this: the feeling of being very tired when you fly between two places where the time is different. The example for the use: suffering from jet lag. So it's the feeling here. Other nouns under air travel: jumbo jet. It's here. Jumbo jet. Jumbo jet. Explanation: a large plane that can carry several hundred passengers. Another noun starting now with L. Landing. Landing. Explanation: the act of bringing a plane back down onto the ground. Example: a smooth landing, or a bumpy landing, the opposite, right? What else? Layover, it's American English. C, stopover, right? Layover, it's used in America. Right, now another noun, luggage. Luggage, the bags that you take with you when you travel. Example, lots of luggage. As we said before, the same as baggage. Other nouns, luggage label. Label. Luggage label. It's here, pronunciation. Luggage label. Label, sorry. A piece of plastic with your name and address that you attach to your luggage in case it gets lost. So a piece of plastic or a piece of paper that it's attached to your suitcase or luggage or baggage with adhesive, not to lose your luggage or baggage. Other nouns here, parachute. Parachute. See it, the pronunciation? Parachute. The explanation, a large piece of thin material that a person attaches to their body when they jump from an aircraft to help them float safely to the ground. Another noun, passenger. Passenger, this is the pronunciation in phonetic transcription or phonetic symbols here. Passenger. Explanation, a person who is traveling in a plane but who is not flying it or working on it. He's not flying the plane or he's not working on a plane, right? But he is what? Traveling in a plane, right? We call that passenger. Other nouns we have here, passport. Passport. Explanation, an official document that you have to show when you enter or leave a country. Right? Other nouns, pilot. Pilot. Explanation, a person who controls an aircraft. Other nouns, plane. Here's the pronunciation in phonetic transcription, plane. Explanation, a vehicle with wings and engines that can fly. Other nouns, plane crash. Yeah, plane crash. Plane crash. Explanation, an accident in which a plane hits another plane or hits the ground. Yeah, we call that plane crash. Right, yeah, they don't say plane accident, they say plane crash. Other nouns, propeller. Right, propeller or propeller. Propeller, R is not pronounced, this one, but this one is pronounced because of a vowel. So, propeller. Explanation, a part of an aircraft that turns around very fast and makes the aircraft move. Right? Right. Next page. Right. More nouns. We have here reservation. Reservation. This is the pronunciation. Reservation. Right? Also here, R is not pronounced because there is no vowel, a consonant here, right? So we say reservation. Explanation, a seat on a flight that an airline keeps ready for you, right? We call that reservation. Another noun, runway. Runway. Explanation, a long road that a plane travels on before it starts flying. Another noun, seat. Explanation, something that you can sit on. Other noun, seat belt. Explanation, a long belt that you fasten around your body to keep you safe when you are on a plane. We call that seat belt. Another noun, security. It's the pronunciation here. Security. Right? Security. We have two explanations. Number one, everything that is done to protect a place. For example, we say security has been increased. Like the action here. Security, the meaning like the action. Number two, another meaning, the place in an airport where your bags are checked. So it's a place like a room or like an office. We say, go through security. Right. What else? Another noun, stopover. Stopover. R is not pronounced. Stopover. Explanation, a short stay in a place between parts of a journey. Right? In American English, we use layover. Right? Another noun, suitcase. Suitcase. Explanation, a case for carrying your clothes when you are traveling. Right? Like a bag. Another noun, take off. Take off. Explanation, the beginning of a flight. When a plane leaves the ground, we call that take off. Yeah. Example, use a smooth take off, not bumpy take off, right? Or bumpy landing. Another noun, terminal ticket. The pronunciation here, terminal ticket. Explanation, a place where people begin or end a flight. A small piece of paper that shows that you have paid for a flight. Another noun, timetable. Timetable. Explanation, a list of the times when planes arrive and depart. Depart or leave. Another noun, tourist. Here is the pronunciation in phonetic transcription and explanation. A person who is visiting a place on holiday. Another noun, travel. Here the pronunciation, travel. Explanation, a business that sells journeys and holidays. Oh, sorry, it's all together. Right? Travel agency here, together, phrase, not only travel. Travel agency as a noun, of course. Right? To travel, it's a verb, not noun. But together, travel agency, we talk about noun here. Travel agency. The explanation, a business that sells journeys and holidays. Right? It's a kind of office, actually. Traveler. Now here is the other noun, traveler. We have two explanations. The first one, traveler, a person who is on a trip. The other explanation, number two, traveler, a person who travels a lot. The one who travels a lot, we call him or her traveler. Right. Anyway, who is traveling? Right. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. Another noun here, tray table. Tray table. Explanation, a small table that is attached to the back of the seat in front of you on a plane. We call it tray table. Trip. Here, trip. Explanation: a journey that you make to a particular place and back again. So it's a journey. Trip is a journey that you make to a particular place and back again. Another noun: trolley. Trolley. Explanation: a large container with wheels that you use at an airport for moving heavy luggage that you push in front of you, right? You push it. You also use this kind of tool or equipment also in a supermarket or in a mall. We call it a trolley. But we are still talking about air travel. A large container with wheels that you use or push at an airport for moving heavy luggage. Right. We have also another noun: window. Explanation: a space in the side of a plane that you can see through. Another noun: wing. Explanation: one of the long flat parts at the side of a plane that support it while it's flying. Now we have another section under air travel. We talk about verbs under air travel. Verbs. The first verb here, board. As a verb, board. R is not pronounced again, right? The explanation for the verb board: to get into a plane to travel somewhere. Book. What's to book? To arrange and pay for a flight. Example, they say, book a ticket or book a flight. Actually, to book here is to reserve. Another verb, cancel. Cancel. Explanation: to say that something that has been planned will not happen. Example for the use: cancel a flight. Right. Another verb, chicken. Chicken as a verb. Explanation: to tell the person at an airport desk that you have arrived. Right. To chicken means to talk to or to tell the person at an airport desk that you have arrived. Check. Right. Right. Check. Or, sorry here. Check something in. What's to check something in? The explanation: to give your luggage to the person at an airport desk. The use: example, check-in luggage. Right? Check-in luggage. Under check something in. Right. Another noun, delay. What's the verb delay? Explanation: to make something later than expected. Example, the use: the flight is delayed. It's not the on previous time, but later time. Right? It is late. To delay is, for example, to come late or so on. Depart. Depart. R is not pronounced again here. Depart. The meaning for the verb or explanation: to leave. More verbs under air travel. Fly. We have two explanations for this verb. First explanation: to travel somewhere in an aircraft. Another explanation: when a pilot flies a plane, they make it move through the air. Yeah, we call it to fly. So to fly means to travel in an aircraft or on a plane, or to fly means like what we say to drive a car, but for a plane we say to fly in plane by a pilot. Under air travel we have another verb, hijack. Hijack. What's hijack as a verb? To illegally take control of a plane. Under air travel we have another verb here, land. What's to land? Two explanations. The first, When a plane lands, it comes down to the ground after moving through the air. We call that landing. Another explanation, land as a verb. When a pilot lands a plane, it comes down to the ground after moving through the air. Right. So we can say the pilot is landing the plane, and we can say the plane is landing. Right? Under air travel, we have another verb, search. Search. R is not pronounced again. Search. What's to search? To look carefully in a place for something. Example, use search someone's luggage. Right. Another verb, take off. Explanation. When an aircraft takes off, it leaves the ground and starts to fly. Right. Now, under air travel, we have other headings. Another heading here, adjectives. Adjectives under aircraft. Under air travel, sorry. An adjective. The first one here, air sick. Air sick. The explanation, feeling ill during a flight because of the movement of the plane. So it's a kind of feeling. Another adjective under air travel, direct. Direct. The explanation, use it to describe a flight that goes from one place to another without stopping. We call that direct flight. Another adjective, domestic. Domestic. Use it to describe flights between airports in the same country. Another adjective, duty free. Here, duty free. The explanation, duty free goods are sold at airports or on planes at a cheaper price than usual. Why? Because they are not taxed. Example of the use, duty free perfume. Duty free perfume. Another adjective, international. International. Here is the pronunciation. Right? What's the explanation? Here. Use it to describe flights between airports in different countries. To describe flights, we use the word international. On time. The pronunciation, on time, yeah. Explanation, not late or early. Not late or not early. At the expected time. Example, the flight is on time. Now we have adverbs under the main heading, air travel. We have an adverb or adverbs. For example, on board. On board. The pronunciation, on board. The explanation, on an aircraft. Another adverb, on time. On time. The explanation, not late or early. At the expected time. The use, example, arrive on time. Now phrases. Phrases under the main heading for air travel. The phrase here, first phrase, nothing to declare. The explanation for this phrase, use it to describe the area of customs that you walk through if you do not have to pay customs duty on any goods. You don't have to pay money if you say nothing, I have nothing to declare. Right? Sorry. Back again. Sorry, here. Yeah, here. Here, this is the end for first lecture. Right. We stop here. The end for this lecture. Okay? Thank you very much. Meet you and see you, inshallah, in next lecture. Thank you. Goodbye. Alright, here for this page we have exercises. The title for this exercise, give explanations for the following words. Number one, the first word, airplane. Airplane. You write the explanation here. Right? Number 2, aircraft. You write the explanation here in front of it. Number 3, suitcase. Write the explanation here. Number 4, hand luggage. Number 5, passenger. Number 6, flight attendant. You write the explanation here. Number 7, journey. Write it here. 8, on board. Write the explanation for this here. 9, air sick. Write the explanation here. Number 10, delay. Write the explanation for this word here. Right? Now, that's all for this unit, or for this lecture. Lecture number 1. We stop here. Thank you very much. Good luck and goodbye.